Hi everybody, I'm Lucy from Sew Essential and I'm here today with the roundup of the patterns, some fabrics, some habits, some tips from the Great British Sewing Bee Series 10 Episode 2. So everything I talk about today is available on our lovely website. I'll pop links to our website and all the products I mentioned below. And there's also a link to our weekly newsletter for a healthy dose of sewing inspiration straight to your inbox. And I just need to do a shout out here as well for our Sewing Bee giveaway competition. We are giving away a fantastic prize, £100 for you and £100 for your sewing buddy to spend on anything on our website. So just a great opportunity for you to have a splurge on all those sewing projects that you've been dreaming of. Full details and T's and C's are on Instagram. I'll pop a link below for you. It's easy to enter, so jump on and take a look at that. But let's get started now with the pattern and fabrics and Habby roundup. So the Sewing Bees this week, it was sports week, so they started the competition by sewing the pattern challenge, which was to sew a half zip fleece. And personally, I'm not really that into fleeces, but I do love a nice sweatshirt. And I've got lots of lovely sweatshirting fabrics for you. And I thought I'll go sporty theme today as well. And it's given me an excuse to wear my leggings to work, which I always like. But I am wearing one of the gorgeous sweatshirt fabrics we have, which is a French terry. It's got a beautiful soft and wrong side to it, and it's got these little glittery, sparkly, sort of subtle glitter effect in it. I'm wearing the mint green colourway, and then I've got some other colourways to show you as well. I'll pop links to it all below for you. But the patterns I thought would work well for the pattern challenge. First up, we've got Jalie 3907, which is a half zip up top with the yoke across the top, a funnel neck collar. It's got side pockets. They're not inseam pockets. I think they look like a side welt pocket. The great thing about the Jalie patterns as well is that they are really size inclusive, and they usually run right from children all the way up to adults. So you can make one of these for all of the family. So there's 28 sizes included in this particular pattern, and you can sew it up in fleeces or sweatshirting fabrics and that sort of thing. So that was the first one. It's the Alex half zip pullover by Jalie. The next pattern I wanted to share is a new one which has come out relatively recently from the Friday Pattern Company, who I love. She always manages to make patterns where the construction is really simplified, and she seems to reduce it down to as few steps as is necessary. So I assume that would be what this one would be like. It's the Pogonip pullover. And again, much like the Jalie pattern, it's got a funnel neck, but this time the half opening is fastened with snap fastenings. So we've got fashion snaps on the website. We've got all the tools. We've got like the prim tools for applying them, all of that on the website. So I'll pop links to all of that below for you. But it's got a nice kangaroo pocket as well. And then it's got an elasticated hem and elasticated sleeves. And I think the thing about these patterns is in the UK, we are just heading into summer now, but I am always wearing sweatshirts and this type of thing in the summer. You'll very regularly see me in the summer on a British beach in a pair of shorts with a sweatshirt. It's kind of like a signature look for summer in the UK. So I think, you know, although it's something we might associate more with autumn or winter sewing, actually I wear my sweatshirts all year round. So that's the Pogonip pullover. The next one I wanted to share is the Arc Bert knit top, which is, as you would expect from Arc, a super contemporary design. It's oversized, loose fit with a drop shoulder, wide armhole for extra comfort. It's got the half opening at the front, which is fastened with buttons and buttonholes, and then it's got a little collar on it as well, and you've got the option to sew cuffs and a hemband. We've got cuffs and hembands actually on the site as well, prim ones that you can buy. So I will try and remember to put a link to those below. And then the next pattern I wanted to share is McCalls 8240. So our McCalls half price sale is still on at the moment. Obviously, you know, if you're watching this video much later, it may well have finished, so check the website for prices. But at the time of release, the McCalls patterns are all on half price sale, so you could scoop up 8240 for half the price. It's a lovely half opening sweatshirt sort of pattern with a relatively fitted design. It's got a collar, there's no fastenings, it's just open at the front, although I think there is an option for snaps or buttons if you want to add them. And then you've got the options to finish the hem and the cuffs with the band, or just to hem them in the usual way. So that's that pattern. And then there's also a simplicity pattern, which is very similar to what they sewed on the Sewing Bee, which is Simplicity 9828, but this one comes with trousers included as well, and it's unisex as well. So again, you can sew for all the family with this pattern. It's got a funnel neck, a zip, half zip front. It's got a sort of flap on the front, which I think has got, yeah, it's just got like a flap on the front, and then it's got jogging bottoms, or sweatpants as you call them in the States, with cargo pockets on the legs and a drawstring, elasticated cuffs and hem on the top, and elasticated cuffs or hem on the trousers as well. And so that was my other choice. And then finally there was another simplicity pattern, which was 9481, and this is another one for all the family, so it includes children's sizes, women's and men's as well, and it's got a half zip opening at the front. It's got some really cool paneling details, like geometric paneling details on it, so you could have a lot of fun colour blocking like the Sewing Bees did. It's also got a hood, just looks like a good all-rounder, and I think it can be made up in quite a wide range of fabrics as well. You can actually make it in like waterproof fabrics and things like that. It looks like as like a rain jacket, but then you can use your fleeces, your sweatshirt fabrics, that sort of thing. So I just thought I'd show you the lovely sweatshirt fabrics I've picked out. So I've shown you the glittery mint green fabric. We've also got the same French terry sweatshirting in this glittery blue, and I'm just going to show you that wrong side so you can get an idea of how gorgeously soft. It's like lamb's wool on the other side. It's beautiful, feels so nice against the skin. We've also got it in this dusky pink colour as well, which is just gorgeous, and just nice pastel colours for this time of year, for summer. And then we've also got, I thought you might want to channel your inner Kyle, the new, or Keel, sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. He was wearing a gorgeous dashing lilac tracksuit, and we've got this beautiful lilac sweatshirt fabric that's come in recently. This is fleece backed as well, and it's just such a pretty colour. I thought you could channel your inner Keel. And then we've got lots of other colours in that one as well, but I think this teal colour works particularly well with that lilac. It's really pretty, but there's lots and lots of those to choose from, so I'm going to put links to everything below. One of the other things that the Sewing Bees mentioned when they were making the pockets on their sweatshirts or fleeces was interfacing, and I just wanted to mention that we do a stretch interfacing, which is great when you're working with stretch and jersey fabrics, because it maintains the shape of the fabric, and it kind of gives it some stability, but it will stretch with the fabric as well, so that you've still got that movement that's required in a stretch garment when you're getting it on and off. They also had to stitch in the ditch, and I thought it would be useful to mention you can use a stitch in the ditch foot to help with that, which has got like a little metal guide on it. I'm just showing you a Husqvarna one here that I used yesterday on an Instagram video that I did, but we also stock them for Brother, Janome and Pfaff machines as well, and that can just really help you with placing those stitches in the seam like the Sewing Bees were trying to last night. I shared some other tips for stitching in the ditch on Instagram recently, so do jump on and check those out as well. And then we've got ballpoint and stretch needles, which are good for working with these sorts of fabrics. But also if you are sewing stretch fabrics on a sewing machine, we've got something called Gutermann Maraflex thread, which is a thread that's actually got some stretch and elasticity to it. So it's not a thick elastic thread like you use for shirring. It's much finer. It's very similar to Gutermann's Sew-All thread, but it's actually got some stretch in it. I just can't get it unravelled. Oh, there we go. It's actually got just some stretch in it, so when you sew those seams it will actually stretch with the fabric, and that means your seams aren't going to pop, because that's one of the difficulties sewing stretch fabrics on a sewing machine. But having said that, they also used overlockers and cover stitch machines in the show rather a lot this week, especially sewing all that lycra in the made to measure challenge. So I just wanted to tell you that the actual Janome Cover Pro cover stitch machine they use in the show is currently on offer on our website. As I said, this is at the time of airing, the time of recording. If you're watching this at a later date, you know, the promotion may have finished, but if you jump on and check it out now, if you've been wondering about whether to take the plunge and get yourself a cover stitch machine, now is a good time, because both the Janome Cover Pros are on offer on our website, so I'll pop links to those below. And I'm also going to share links to my top tips for working with an overlocker as well. I've got loads of clever tips and tricks to share with you, and I'll pop those below for you as well. But if you're looking at getting an overlocker or cover stitch machine at all, you need any advice, don't hesitate to contact me, because I'm always really happy to help and I love talking about them, and there's so many good ones on our website as well for all the different brands. But that's enough about the machines. Let's get back to patterns and fabrics, and let's talk about the made to measure challenge. So I wasn't sure what to expect from this, because the bees were all tasked with choosing a country and with the Olympic theme, choosing an event and creating an outfit for that. But there was quite a good mix actually. There was quite a lot of sort of lycra, leotards, that sort of thing. And we've actually got some great patterns for those, which are really, really popular. If anybody's got like a daughter or a granddaughter or grandson who does like gymnastics and that sort of thing, I know the kits and the uniforms can be so extortionately expensive, and I think that's why these patterns are really popular, because again, they're Jalie patterns. They run right from like the smallest children's size right up to adult sizes, a lot of them, and you can whip those leotards up for a fraction of the price, and you know, they're unique, aren't they, and extra special because they've been made for that person. So we'll come to those later in the video. I thought I'd go with some of the outfits that were a bit more kind of easy to transition into every day. So Elsa, I got her name wrong last week, and somebody, thank you whoever it was, let me know that I'd pronounced it wrong, but I think it's Elsa, went for a golf themed outfit. She sewed a pleated skirt with a polo shirt and went for the Canadian theme. And I thought McCalls 8481, which again is currently in the sale, would make a great sort of similar looking outfit, perfect for golf or tennis, or just running errands and pretending that you're sporty, if that's if you like it. But yeah, it's a lovely polo shirt pattern, and then it's got an A-line mini skirt with a contrasting band on it, a slit, and it's actually a skirts pattern, I think. Oh no, it's a skirt on this one. We have got a skirt pattern, but this is a skirt and a polo shirt, and you've got options for colour blocking on the sleeve on the polo shirt as well, which I really liked. I just thought it was a really nice pattern. So that was my choice for Ailsa. Don also went along the golf theme, and if you combined that top that I've just shown you, the McCalls pattern, with the Liesl & Co Garibaldi A-line skirt, I thought you could recreate something similar to what Don sewed. The Garibaldi A-line skirt is a sort of, there's a mini skirt option with a waistband, which is similar to what Don sewed last night. It's got a gentle A-line, and then there's also the option for what looks like a bias cut midi length skirt as well. So they've been just so incredibly popular in recent years, and just look great paired with a t-shirt and trainers or pumps or whatever you want to call them, sneakers, for day to day. But then you can dress them up with heels as well. So I think I'm just about to make one myself actually. The next person I want to talk about is Comfort. She made a rugby themed top for Uganda. So it was a t-shirt with a raglan sleeve and then a pair of shorts, and I thought Simplicity 8613 would be a great option to recreate something similar. It's got the raglan sleeve, there's an option for a crew neck or a v-neck, and there's a Henley option as well, a button down Henley option, and then you've got 3 sleeve length options in this as well. So it's a really nice pattern, really good opportunity to create multiple looks from one pattern. So that was the one I chose for comfort. And then Marcus chose to do an outfit for climbing. So he made, I think it was shorts, yeah, jersey, comfortable jersey shorts and a jersey t-shirt. And the jersey t-shirt had some colour blocking on it. So the pattern I chose for the t-shirt was New Look 670, and it is a crew neck t-shirt. It's got panelling at the side, so you've got the option for colour blocking, raglan short sleeves, sewn up in knits, and then there's jogging bottoms or sweatpants that you can sew to go with it. But because Marcus sewed shorts, I also chose McCalls 8414, again in the sale at the moment, at the time of filming, at the time of release. All the prices are on the website, so just check out all the links to all of this below. But the McCalls pattern is a pair of shorts with a drawstring and then a half zip top, sort of along a similar theme to what we were talking about earlier, with little patch pockets, quite sort of retro looking really, it's quite sort of like 80s I would say, maybe 70s as well. But yeah, that was my choice to recreate Marcus's outfit. Alex sewed a marathon outfit, Scottish themed, in honour of her dad who'd run lots of marathons. I always take my hat off to anyone who's done a marathon. Bit of a runner myself, but my goodness, I've never taken on that challenge. And Alex said she herself has run marathons as well. So anyway, she created a shorts and vest in blue and white for her, in honour of her dad. The shorts I thought that would work quite well are Simplicity 9795. Again, another great pattern because it's unisex, so you can get lots and lots of use out of this for all the family. There's options for a shorter length and a longer length short. There's option for cargo, patch pockets, a drawstring waist. They look quite sporty and nice and easy to sew. And then I thought you could pair that with Jalie 2914, which has got a racer back vest, which is very similar to what Alex created for the marathon outfit. But Jalie 2914 also ticked the box for Pasha, who has very close connections to the Olympic theme, and her godbrother, I think she said it was, may well be competing in the Olympics, throwing the javelin, so she designed an outfit for him, which I just thought was lovely. Again, this is a great pattern, this Jalie pattern, because it comes in 22 sizes for boys right through to men. You've got shorts included, but you've also got stirruped trousers or leggings included. And again, I know that these gymnastics outfits can be so expensive, and I know a lot of people really like the Jalie patterns to help with that. Next up, we had Susie, who sewed a weightlifting unitard. It was in Kenyan colours. We haven't got a unitard pattern, but I thought if you combined the Sewaholic Dunbar, I think it is 1508, yeah, the Dunbar, if you combine the longer vest of that with Jalie 3462, which is a leggings and shorts pattern with colour blocking options, all sorts of fun to be had on that. I thought you could create a similar look. And it's just worth mentioning the Sewaholic pattern's got a crop top in it as well as the vest. And Sewaholic patterns sadly are being discontinued, so we've still got some in the cabinet, but if you've ever fancied having a look, I used to really rate this indie pattern brand, and the woman who founded it, I can't remember her name now, it's just gone out of my head, but Tasha, I think it was, Tassia. Yeah, she just was really talented, and there were some really lovely designs in that collection, but yeah, sadly discontinued now. So yeah, if you wanted an opportunity to get some of those, now is a good time, because we've just got a few left in the cabinet. But you could use those two patterns to create a similar look to Susie. And then Georgie made a track outfit It's inspired by her track running days for Trinidad and Tobago, and I thought that you could use Jalie 3887. Again, brilliant size range from girls right through to women's. You've got options for leggings and you've got options for shorts like Georgie made. Lovely wide waistband on these, which I love on a pair of leggings. In fact, the ones I'm wearing now, which I didn't make, they're Adidas, but they've got that lovely wide panel there, and I just find it really feels like they're sort of holding me in. They feel really comfortable. So yeah, I really like this pattern, and I think this might be the one of the Jalie leggings patterns has got some really clever construction, so that I think you don't have like an inner leg seam. So they thought about comfort. They really are experts at all this sort of active wear, and yeah, there's lots of different leggings patterns to choose from, but I thought if you combine that with Jalie 3242, you could create a similar look. 3242 used to have like this lovely crossover bra pattern included in it, but I think that might have been omitted now. So yeah, I'm going to pop links below for you anyway, but there is like a crop top bra, again, one for all the family here, girls, boys, women and men. It's just loads of different underwear things. So there's even a jock strap. I don't know if anybody wears those anymore, but there is one if anybody wants one. And then there's like briefs, there's knickers, there's pants, there's crop tops. There's quite a lot included in this again, so you've got, you know, really good value for money. And I thought this one would also be good to recreate something similar to what Luke created. They created a track outfit again, a crop top and pants, and again you could combine some of these different garments included in Jalie 3242 for those. And then Janet sewed a Ukrainian inspired leotard which had a V-neck at the front, long sleeves, and she did some lovely colour blocking on it, and I thought that Jalie 3891 would fit the bill nicely. It's got a V at the front, it's got the long sleeves, and then I think this is actually, oh no, it's one of the other ones that's, oh, it was the, yeah, this is the Tessa. Yeah, this is the Tessa. This is, I think, one of our most popular ever leotard patterns. We've sold loads and loads of this pattern. It's got like the little skirt option and then the knickers option as well. Options for colour blocking. Again, really inclusive size range, right from girls all the way up to women. And a lot of the women's sizes are really size inclusive as well on the Jalie patterns. And then finally, oh, Lauren made a lovely leotard as well. So I loved she did this sequin fabric, and it was the Jamaican colours, really sparkly, lovely leotard, and it had a turtleneck, long sleeves, just a classic leotard really. And Jalie 3356 ticks the bill nicely for that one. Yeah, you can recreate a very similar look with that. And then fabric wise, I sort of, a lot of it was lycra and activewear sort of fabrics, and we don't stock those. But just for some of the t-shirts and things, we do have a lovely cotton jersey fabric. I've got a piece of it here to show you in that lovely fresh sort of lime green colourway. But we've got it in black, navy, ivory, there's a pink colour, I think there's like a tomatoey orangey colour, there's like a jade green and mustard, so do jump on and check that out. I'll pop links to that below. The Garibaldi skirt that Don made, the simple like A-line skirt, I thought would look lovely sewn up in this cotton fabric that we've got, which I just adore. It's got like a denim print on the backdrop and then a floral print laid over that, and these combination prints always go really well for us. I think people really like them. I know I do. And I think that is everything. It's a bumper episode again because there's still lots of people in the competition. But yeah, as the weeks go on, obviously that will reduce. But I hope you've enjoyed my roundup today. All the links to everything I've mentioned are below. Don't forget about our awesome competition. Check out the link to the competition below and make sure you entered for that, for a chance to win £100 for you and £100 for your sewing buddy to spend on our website. And if you like what you see today, please like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.